All right, guys, so let's keep doing our Bohr models. We're getting there on it. I think you guys are doing pretty well. Well, where'd you go? I think I'm trapped behind glass or something. I don't even recognize this place. This is weird. I don't know. Well, hopefully this message gets back to you guys. Yeah, I'm totally just teasing with you guys. But anyway, hopefully this video helps you out a little bit with the Bohr models. Just to even give you a little bit of a review before the quiz, I have our very nice electron configuration triangle over there that we've been using. And I just wanted to run through one quick example with you. Quick being, we're totally going to have 50 electrons, but it's all right. We'll get through it. I was thinking of doing tin. I think it'd be a good element to do. It is our abbreviation, our chemical symbol is SN. If I take our element out from the periodic table, we have SN, our top number is 50. If we round the bottom number, we're going to get 119. So first thing I like to do is just figure out how many protons, how many neutrons, how many electrons am I going to have. If you remember, your top number is called your atomic number. So that's going to be our number of protons. That's also going to tell us our number of electrons because we want those numbers to be equal. And lastly, our neutrons is going to be our bottom, our mass number, minus our atomic number. And we should get 69 when we do that. Okay? So let me switch my colors up here, and we're going to start drawing our Bohr model. So start off with your nucleus, as we always do. I'm going to draw it fairly small, just so I can fit all my orbitals in there. We're going to have 50 protons. So make that a little bit more clear of a 50. There we go, 50 protons, and we are going to have 69 neutrons. So I'm going to put my first orbital in there. And this is where our electron configuration chart is going to come into play. If you remember, our first arrow goes through 1s. If you recall from last chapter, all of our s's are going to hold 2 electrons. So I'm going to put my 2 in my 1s. So that's our first shell. 1, 2. I have to put in 50 altogether. So I'm going to do this on the side here. I got to put in 50. And I just subtracted 2 from it, and I have 48 left to put in. All right. After that, let's go to another arrow. We're going to go to 2s. The 2 in front of the s tells us what orbital to put it in, so we got to move to another orbital. We're going to put our 2 in for our 2s. Subtract another 2, and now we are at 46. After 2s, let's move to our next arrow. That's going to be our 2p. And if you recall from last chapter, the p's are going to hold 6 electrons. So let's put our 6 in the second one. And subtract our 6, and we have 40 left to put in. All right. Now, if we look over here, after 2p, we're going to go to 3s. So the 3 in front of the s tells us we got to start another orbital. I'll use purple for that color. And again, it's 3s, so we're going to have 2 electrons. Any s has 2. Subtract our 2 over here. I have 38 more to put in. After 3s, let me do another arrow. It's going to go through 3p. All p's have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's subtract our 6. I have 32 left to put in. Now after the 3p, we are going to go and start another one because it's going to be 4s. So we're going to do another orbital. Let me use some red for it. Okay. So there's my 4s ones in. Here's where it gets somewhat tricky. If you kind of follow, it's not that bad, but our next arrow is going to be 3d. Oops, let me subtract my 2 there. I have 30 left to put in for the 4s. But anyway, we're going to move to 3D. So we don't want to put them in the 1, 2, 3, 4th orbital. We want to go back to the 3rd because that's what the 3 in front of the D means. We got to go back to the 3rd orbital. If you remember, the Ds hold 10 electrons, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let me subtract my 10. I have 20 left to put in. But that's the important part, guys, is really knowing that, hey, I was at 4s, but I got to go backward because I went to 3D. That's my next orbital for the arrows. So you got to go back and make sure you do that. So after the 3D, my next one is 4P. So once again, it's a 4. We want to go to the 1, 2, 3, 4th shell, 4th energy level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for a P. I'm going to subtract my 6. I have 14 left to put in, and my 4P is done. After 4P comes 5S. I'll just use black for this one, just so you guys can see the different shells. Have the colors to differentiate them. So 5S, we're going to put 2 in for it. Subtract 2, I have 12 left to put in. After 5S, I'm going to go back to 4D. That's my next arrow. So I don't want to put them in the 5th. I'm going to go back to the 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I have 2 left to put in. So the last place I want to go to is 5P. Now with 5P, I know it's going to hold 6 like we went over in last chapter. However, I don't have 6 left to put in. I only have 2 left to put in. So we're just going to take those last 2 and put them in our 5P. And there is our finished product, our Bohr model for tin. So hopefully this helped you guys out a little bit. Mostly, really be concerned with going back, especially when we get to the 3D and 4D, going back into the different orbitals and putting those electrons in. You never want to put the Ds into your valence shell. Also with that, the Fs will be the same way. You'll never want to put the Fs in your valence shell. So hopefully this helped you guys out a little bit. Have a good rest of your day.